When you face betrayal and deceit, where do you find your strength? Perhaps in the quiet of solitude, a refuge for many to heal. You, often alone, are not forgotten. Your openness and vulnerability, both beautiful and strong, may attract those who, through pain or misunderstanding, exploit these qualities. Betrayal does not arise from your lack of judgment, but from the sharp contrast between your brightness and the darkness that seeks to overshadow it. The root of such betrayal often lies in the envy and jealousy of others. Your unique talents, resilience, and deep connection with God, attracting others as surely as the moon pulls the tide. Ironically, this same light that marks you as a beacon of hope can also lead to solitude, stirring less noble emotions in those around you. Envy quietly infiltrates the hearts of those who watch you from afar. They see the heights you've reached, the peace you've attained, and the recognition you've earned through genuine effort and perseverance. Instead of seeing a path they might emulate, they see a mountain they believe they cannot scale. Their distorted view transforms admiration into resentment and respect, into a desire to dim your light to make their own seem brighter. Jealousy, closely tied to envy, constructs narratives of perceived favoritism and unearned advantages in your life, overlooking the struggles you've endured alone, the doubts you've wrestled, and the sacrifices you've made. The resilience you display mirrors back their own fears and inadequacies. Instead of igniting their own light, they try to snuff out yours, mistakenly believing this will elevate their standing. This cycle of envy and jealousy, though painful, serves as a crucible for your growth. It teaches you to distinguish the genuine from the superficial, to protect your light while continuing to shine brightly. The true measure of your journey is not in the recognition received, but in the lives you touch and the spirits you awaken. With this understanding, you turn the sting of betrayal into the wisdom of experience, continuing your path not with bitterness, but with a deep compassion for the human condition. Kind-hearted people often face betrayal because their intentions are misunderstood. Imagine someone with a mission so grand, it's beyond most people's understanding. Their heart is full of empathy, driven to uplift everyone they encounter. Yet this spirit of generosity confuses those unaccustomed to such openness. To them, an open heart seems naive, and the willingness to help looks like a vulnerability to be exploited. In a world where hardness is mistaken for strength and cunning for success, the warmth and selflessness of these noble souls appear strange, like a puzzle those with selfish motives want to exploit. They see acts of kindness not as examples of courage to remain compassionate in a harsh world, but as opportunities to manipulate, to take advantage for personal gain, and to betray trust without remorse. This misunderstanding casts a shadow on their path, testing their resolve and their faith in humanity's goodness. Yet it is within these trials that their true strength is revealed. Even in the face of betrayal, they continue to offer love and compassion, not as a sign of weakness, but as a profound assertion of their character. Their ability to love without expecting anything in return and to love unconditionally distinguishes them. They stand to be Christ-like in dark times, demonstrating that true strength lies in vulnerability and that, in the end, love is the most formidable force of all. The fear of the unknown that you, the chosen ones, stir in others can be overwhelming. Your path, marked by the courage to venture into uncharted lands, to challenge the norms, and to heed a higher call, stands abnormal to the predictable routes most people take. This departure, showcasing your strength and vision, intimidates those who prefer the comfort of the familiar and fear venturing beyond their known world. Your unwavering commitment to personal growth, exploring new realms, and voicing truths that others leave unspoken acts as a mirror. It shows people the limits they have imposed on themselves. Though you mean this as an invitation to grow and change, it often meets resistance, a reaction rooted in a deep fear of the unknown. For some, the light you cast, showing what could be, is a beacon of hope. For others, it is a harsh reminder of their own constraints, invisible yet deeply felt chains. In this context, betrayal becomes a defensive act, an effort to dull the fear your presence ignites. It seeks to dim your light, to drag you back into the shadows, blurring the lines between your extraordinary path and their ordinary lives, and giving them temporary relief from the discomfort of introspection and the daunting prospect of change. Yet, even faced with such betrayal, your courage only strengthens. You understand that your journey is not just for your personal ascent, but for a collective awakening. Your bravery to be different, to embody the change you seek, serves as an instrument of renewal. It is a call to arms for all who dare to dream of a world remade. You have a deep potential, a powerful force that, when fully unleashed, can transform societies and challenge entrenched power structures. This potential within you, while sparking hope in many, is seen as a threat by those intent on preserving the status quo, on maintaining their grip on power. Your ascent reflects not only your resilience and skills, but also signals a shift that could unsettle the meticulous controls held by those in power. Therefore, your journey to realize your full potential is more than personal growth. It is a clash of wills. In this struggle, betrayals are not mere acts, but strategies to anchor you, to prevent you from advancing. These betrayals arise from insecurity and the fear of obsolescence amid your rising influence. Those who betray do so not from strength, but from desperation, holding on to a waning authority in a world increasingly aware of the benefits of shared power and collective goals. Understanding this context allows you to transcend these challenges. You begin to view these betrayals not as barriers, but as affirmations of your growing power and the threat you pose to outdated authority. They help you grow, propelling you forward, reminding you that your light serves not only to guide you, but also for others who aim to transform the dynamics of power into something more equitable, just, and refined. Betrayal grows in the dark soil of personal failure and human insecurity. You, moving through life with clear purpose and shedding light on paths of transformation, may cast long shadows over those who are still struggling internally. These people, not yet on their own paths to self-discovery, see in you what they have not achieved. Confronted with their unrealized potential and unresolved pain, they may betray you in an attempt to externalize their internal conflicts. This betrayal reflects their own failures and insecurities, a misguided way to cope with the unease your presence causes. Rather than recognizing the opportunity for growth you represent, they see you as a mirror of their own inadequacies. The discomfort they feel stems not from any fault of yours, but from the clear difference between your progress towards self-actualization and their own stagnation. You unwittingly become the target for their frustrations, a scapegoat for their failings. Though this betrayal is aimed at you, It truly speaks to their own internal battles, a complex plea for help. Despite the pain it causes, such betrayal underscores the transformative power of compassion and understanding. Facing this betrayal drives you deeper into realms of personal growth. Each act of deceit, though it wounds, also strengthens your spirit and hones your ability to see the truth. The pain of betrayal becomes a catalyst for your own transformation, urging you to look inward, to ground your trust in the depth of wisdom and intuition rather than in the external world.